This
So let's fetch
conference will now be recorded.
Let's fetch based on our ID. Okay, fetch API, and here these are query parameters as we have discussed yesterday. We have deleted. So if you remember yesterday, we have deleted the data using URI parameters. So today we will see how to access the query parameters in our API. So yesterday, let me just recall. So for query URI parameter, we will use something like this. So here in Boomi configuration, we'll use like this key. Everyone is clear with URI parameters and how to use them, right?
Yes.
Okay. So today let's see how to use the query parameters and how to fetch the data based on this ID. Okay, for this our request will be, because here we are giving the ID in the header itself, we don't require any body. So here our request will be in headers and no body, and how the response will be. See, let's suppose that we want a JSON structure where, let's say, result, or let's say we'll simply want something like this. So whenever there is an array, so let's say instead of that I will say, so here if we want the employee details, here I want like this: employee ID equals to 100, employee name equals to 8p, employee status equals to, let's say, active. So this will give only one record. So this represents one record of an employee. So if we want, suppose in our database, if we have multiple records, how it will come is, it will come in an array form. So like this. It should come in an array form enclosed within square brackets. So in JSON, this is the structure for arrays. So array records. So only one single, so from one single flower bracket on the single flower bracket, it will represent a single record. So if we have multiple records like that, it will have in a array format. Okay, we will require some response something like this. So this is response in JSON structure. So we'll see how to build this one. So whenever we say fetch API with ID 100, whoever IDs employees with IDs 100 should be fetching like this. Okay, before that, let's say we have already 300. Let's say give in the API for 300 because we'll get some data here. Okay. So let's go for the building of Mule application. So delete employee, for nobody has any doubt, right? Yesterday's class.
Yes.
No, Kirti.
Okay, I think somebody said yes. Does that
Sorry,
mean they have doubt?
No. I meant to say it's no. I don't have any doubts.
Okay. So let me close this project because we are not using it. Let me create one new project. New Mule. So this is fetch. So as usual, let's go and drop a listener. So here we'll not have any listeners. We have to create one. HTTP localhost. Here our base path is employee. Okay. Here fetch API and our method is get. That's all. Even if we want to use any query parameters, no need to give anything for query parameters. We just need to give subpath. For only URI parameters, you will give something like this. But for your query parameters, we won't require to do anything. It is simply enough. Okay. Then let's just keep an entry log here. Main flow triggered. And let's see how we have to access the query parameters. So for now, I will just simply run and show you. So how to get the syntax. It will be same as yesterday we have done. It will be something like hash attributes dot query params dot id. Because it is a key value pair, Mule will be able to understand if we say dot id. Okay, let's see here. In the meanwhile, let's make Postman ready. So we'll have a new one. This is get. That's all. And let's keep a log. Give a point here. Okay. Now it came. So here only you can see attributes, query params, and we have ID. So just click on this one, copy expression, and you can evaluate here. Not ID. So it is coming as 300. So something like this. That's all. So we need to use this in our DB statement. So what we can do is here. Do a select. So let's create a database connection again. So connection, Oracle connection, configure, give the JDBC path. Since yesterday I have already loaded, it is coming as this. You can select your path here. And host, local host, user is system. And XE. Test connection. It is successful. Okay. So now we have to write the select query here. So that is, let's say select. What are our this names? EMP ID, EMP underscore ID, comma, EMP name, EMP status. Is where, what do we want now? Where EMP underscore ID equal to our named parameter EMP underscore ID. So let's now give value to this EMP underscore ID. Here EMP underscore ID equal to, what do we want to give here? We have to give this our attributes. Whatever we are getting the ID in the attribute, we have to give this here. That's all. So before going to how to give this one as a response and all, let's see, like in the database, whenever we do a select query, it will return a data set. So data set means it will give multiple data, like multiple records. So for all these records to get mapped into our Mule transfer message, let's see, first of all, let's see how this select statement will give response. If we simply give, let me save this one first. If I simply give this one, let's see in the Postman what our result will be. Let me simply run it. It is deployed. Let's see. I'll just hit it send. Execution. It ended in some error. Let's see from keyword. Okay, I think I did not give from. Okay, from EMP. That was my bad. Let's hit it again. Oracle is closed. Let's just debug it and see what is the error here we are getting. Let's keep a logger here once. Yeah. So that we can see what is the output we are getting here. Let's hit it now. That should be okay. What is the problem? So sometimes for select statement, we have to give the updated JDBC jar file. So until now we have used the jar file which we have downloaded for Oracle database, right? So Oracle 6 jar file. So sometimes select statement in Mule 4 requires the latest Oracle jar. So that I have downloaded here. So somewhere, not this one. JDBC data. Yeah, this one. So this I have downloaded from online. So this we can get the updated OJDBC jar. So simply you can go online and you can search for that, like OJDBC 6 download. You can go here and you can download whenever the select statement will not work, right? So you can directly download it here from simply zip file, jar file, whatever you require. I'll just paste this one in chat box.
Kirti, what is this for? Well, what it will be containing?
Sorry, I did not get you.
Actually, I mean to ask what is the use of the jar file?
So it will load all the jar file required, right? So it will this jar file we have to use in this connection. So here I have loaded my jar file. So from where I have loaded this one, the base path of Oracle DB. But sometimes Mule will not agree with that DB. It requires the latest jar file so that it performs the connection between Oracle DB and MuleSoft. Okay, so for that we have to load that JDBC driver here. So instead of the original one, I will give the latest one here. So remove dependency. Now I will say configure use local file. I will give it from my downloads. Is this document to my mail ID? Okay, yeah. So whatever you want, right? Can you please ping all of your email ID? So the document which I will be giving you for the assignments, right? So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you can develop all the APIs and you can show me on Monday. I will give it to you this document to your email IDs. Okay, please send your
Yes.
Gmail. Yeah.
Yeah, Kirti, just shared mine. Rahul here.
Okay, yeah, I have seen you. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'll just close this. I will just restart Mule because I have loaded the new dependency file, right? I'll restart it. So whenever you are loading a new dependency file or you are changing some configurations like dependencies and all, so it is better to restart Mule because sometimes in cache the old references will be there and we will not understand what is the problem going on. So for that purpose, it is better to restart Mule whenever it is possible if you are doing any changes. Okay, Karthik, Devanand, Rahul. Okay, so let's debug now. Let's see. Okay, Rakesh. I'm just verifying our query so that it won't be a problem in Mule again. So yeah, it is coming. Let's see. Okay, be measure also. Yeah, sure. Okay, it is showing some error. What is this one? Let's see. Yeah, it is executing. See, in payload, we are able to see two. One is EMP status with the employees which are having employee ID 300. So what is the problem here which we faced? The jar file. So whenever there is a problem with the database connector, that it's not showing any error in the connection, or it's not showing any execution problem, but simply we are unable to execute it, then just simply download the latest JDBC jar file from online and just point that file to in your dependency in connection. Okay, and just don't just ignore this red symbol, because sometimes it requires like for mapping and all, it will simply say, but it should not matter, we can just simply ignore it. Okay, now let's see what it will send to our response. It will say attempted to send invalid data through HTTP response. Means we cannot send a type of data which is coming from database, the result set. So for that, what we have to give is we have to map the data. So how to map the data? We all know, transform message. Okay, give it here in front of this one. So here on the left side, you can see the array object, it already came automatically. So whenever we drop a transform message, right, it will automatically understand from the previous shape. So what is the previous shape here? We have SQL database connector. So here, whatever it is giving, it will give us some response. MuleSoft will automatically understand what the type of response it is giving. So it will configure automatically array object. Simply what we have to do is we have to configure our target profile. So how to define this metadata? So we have already structured our response, something like this. So no need to give everything, just simply say this one, give in a new file, save it. So this is day 8 JSON example .json. Okay, now I will give this one, I will define the data here. So here just add a type. So this is, what is our type? This one, this is fetch employee type. Okay, create type. It is loading. Fetch employee type. Here you need to select JSON, and we have to give one example. So how the response should look. So just wherever we have, so here I have kept in notes JSON. Okay, so it will come automatically. What are the IDs? So employee ID, employee name, employee status. Simply select OK. Now it will load here. Loading. See, you can see this one. Simply you have to just map it. So there is a connection established here. So nothing you need to do, just say save. Let's see, is it getting redeployed? Yes. So next, go step by step. Select. What is the response we are getting from transform message or JSON structure? Whatever we have defined here, right? Like this. So whatever we have assumed, which we'll get like this. Let me move to this is our 1 minute. Let me increase the font. So this is our expected response, and the response which we got is same. It is coming in an array. Then there are 2 records with the ID 300. Okay, so now what have we done here? We have simply mapped it. So no need of coding. So here we have one advantage in MuleSoft is we can map it in this way, whatever we have mapped, right, in this way, or if simply we can code here also. Like here in the JSON, if you want to do some modifications, simply instead of mapping, we can do all the transformations and modifications of data. So let's just ignore for that now, because that's a complex topic. Because the so whenever I say transformation message, that means that is DataWeave language. So for that DataWeave language, we'll have 2 to 3 classes in the end. So we can do all kind of operations and all there. Okay. Then we got the response. So now we were able to get the data, whatever data we have in database, we can fetch it and we can send it as a response in an array type. Okay, everyone clear with this one?
Yes, Kirti.
Okay. So let's save it. So what is our next API? We can do a store procedure call. For this one, you need to have a store procedure in your database. So I have created a sample database which can simply what do you call it? It will simply insert a data into some data into the table. So you can simply have it. I will just give it to you. I have saved it. Yes. If anyone is already familiar with creating your own store procedures, you can go ahead and create your own store procedures and you can perform it. And okay, let me send all these files together in the emails instead of sending it here. And if you want, you can try it now also. So this is what does this store procedure it does means it will simply insert the data into EMP table with the EMP ID whichever we are giving in the parameters. So for this store procedure, I am giving only a parameter of employee ID. Okay, and the other two values I'm simply sending temp values. Okay, so for this one you have to create a store procedure in database like this. So like simply just go ahead and do and execute this one. So now I'm doing create or replace. So if at all there is a procedure already, it will just replace it. So it is compiled, and you can simply say, so after this one, you can execute it from our Mule. Okay, let's see how to do that one. So this is our fetch employee. I'm closing it. So this is our new Mule project for employee insert. I'll say SP store procedure. Okay. Let's have a listener and let's just give, we are inserting the data. So let's just give post. And configuration, localhost, base path employee. Okay. And we'll say insert API, insert SP API. Let's have a logger. Okay. So here you have to do store procedure, database store procedure. Created connection same as before, and just try with the original jar file, and if at all it doesn't come, go with the updated one. So for now I'm just going with the updated jar file. Localhost test connection. Sometimes if you load the database configuration file, the jar file wrongly, like you did not extract it and you're simply attaching it here, so that the time the test connection will fail. So it is better to do always test connection before just creating it and going forward with it. So for syntax for calling a store procedure is simple. We just need to say call. What is our store procedure name? Insert emp. And what is the parameter it requires? It requires an emp id. So here I will say named parameter id. And for this id, what I'm going to send? Let's send. So until now we have seen header value. So we have used URA parameter for only deleting here. Okay. Now let's use this URA parameter for sending the data as well. So let's say here I will configure insert API /id, and here I will use id equal to attributes dot URA. So it came already, see, dot, and I have defined id. I will say id. That's all. So after this one, so after inserting, so this store procedure will return nothing. So it will say it will simply insert the data. So after this one, what do you require the response as a response? You will simply say our general response like JSON result equal to the status code 200 and message success. That's all. We'll send this one. Okay, let's just run it and see. And in the meanwhile, let's create our API here. Instead of this one, we'll have post, and instead of fetch API, we'll have insert sp dash API slash. We'll have our ID, like let's give our ID 142, 145, something like this. So let's see what is the data present in our database until now. We have something like this. We have 450 temp. Now I will insert 145 temp. So let's just give this one in our postman. This is post. That's all. Insert sp API. Deployed. Let's see. 200 success. Okay. Let's see our database again. 145 temp. Okay. This is how you call a store procedure. So it is simply the syntax is call. Okay. Any doubts until here?
Okay.
Okay. So I will send all of the documents like we have discussed, right? Day 8, day 7, and day 5. I think we have discussed the structure, how we need and all. So I will send all this file and all of the links. I think I have already shared with you, but I will send it again to all of your email IDs. And please go ahead, like tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you should do all the assignments, like all of the APIs which I have developed in the class. I think we have developed up to 4, 6. I think we have done. This is sample. Let's say this is sample. So basically, you need to create an API. I will just list out here. One API with the post. One API with the post. So here your post will be creating. No creating. It will be inserting. inserting data into DB with JSON request and response. The same thing you have to do in XML as well. And then you can update. So you can say fetch, update data into DB. So for that, you can use JSON data, JSON request and response. And then you can say delete. You can delete the data from database based on request headers, that is URI parameters. And then you can get, means fetch the data from DB based on request headers, query parameters. And the sixth one, it should do post. You should use stored procedure for inserting data. And for that one, you can use URI parameter as header request, URI headers, and response is JSON. Okay, everyone clear with the APIs?
Kirti, your person
Yes.
is same now.
Sorry, I did not
First
get you.
both are same now.
No, the second one should be used in XML.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. XML. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I will just ping it in the chat box and I will send it in the email as well. Okay. Yeah, if everyone is clear with the APIs and what we need to develop, and you also have, I think, the create, insert, and update statements as well with you. So if at all you don't have, I will send you, and I will send the store procedure code also. You can execute it, and I've been showing you how to execute and all, right? So I think it is very clear, right?
Yeah, Kirti, even send the APIs also, na Kirti, along with this.
These APIs, how to, so just for your reference, or are you asking the projects as well?
No API is only. Kirti. And
Okay,
even
okay,
if
you want,
because the DB will be there only, no?
okay, sure, I will send you.
Okay, Kirti.
And yeah, if at all everyone is clear, we can check the problems yesterday we have left, right? There were some installation problems with Rakesh, and Bhimeshwar also had some problem opening any point studio, I think, or
Yeah,
SQL developer.
yeah, Kirti, my issue got resolved. That was simple actually. What happened, I downloaded Oracle DB normal package.
Okay.
But what happened, so there is one more package with JDK. That thing I had downloaded again, and the existing one I have deleted. And with the JDK one I downloaded, it's working fine for me. Even I created one table also.
Okay, great. Yeah, then I think you're all set to develop APIs. Go ahead. And Rakesh, I think Rakesh has some problem.
Yes, Kirti. I'll give you my access. Can you just download that AnyDesk app once in your so that I can give you and you can just check.
Sure. Yeah, if rest of you, if you don't have any doubts, you are free to go. And if at all you want to just explore what is the problem and you understand, you can stay. It's your wish.
Yeah, we'll stay for 10 minutes. I want to see once.
Sure, sure. Mm,
Yeah, I'll just give you the
Yeah.
number, Kirti.
Okay.
One sec. 115 374
114. No, I don't dot I think.
262.
26.
Yeah, I'll just accept. Okay. Yes.
Is
So
it a
you
kind
are
of
just
remote
your
assistance?
sorry.
Sorry, is it a kind of remote assistance giving to others? Is it?
Yes, yes. It is for accessing remotely.
Okay.
1 second. Let me stop my sharing because it is coming like this.
Okay.
And can you please stop the speaker, Rakesh?
Sure, Kirti.
Yeah. Now I think it is. No, I'm here. Not Mike, Rakesh. The speaker. One minute. Okay. I think now it is better.
Anything happening? So nothing is visible to us.
Oh, okay, okay. I think let me share my screen again.
Okay. So, meantime, can you please ping that link? Any desk link is there, right? Can you ping that one?
Sure. Yeah, Rakesh, now you're good to go. It will come. I think you're on mute, Rakesh.
Can you able to hear me, Kirti, now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, can you just check that Oracle which have downloaded that all and once? Oracle and SQL also, you can check that once.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I think it is good, Rakesh, because it is the same thing.
Same, right? Okay, okay.
Yes.
That what you said that Oracle JDK is there, right? Can you check? I can't able to find that in this.
You have already downloaded Oracle database, right?
Yes, yes. That is the correct only, right? JDK something.
Yeah, because if it is not correct, it will not come. The SQL developer will not come.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you everyone. So I will send all of the details to each of you. Like, let me just copy this one. Your email addresses, and I will send out to all of you. Okay. Dev and Rahul. Yeah, I'll send it to you guys. Okay. Thank you everyone.
Okay, Kirti. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirti. And
Have a
Kirti,
good
do
day.
we have to update this assessment by Sunday, and we have to show it to you on Monday, right?
Yeah. You can use 2 days, like that, tomorrow and after tomorrow, and you all have to show me on Monday, whatever the APS which we have discussed, right? And if you have any problems, we'll see it on Monday.
Okay, Kirti, done, understood.
Okay.
Okay, Kirti.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kirti.
Thank you, Kirti.